Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of F1 2017 Road. Today we're going to be doing episode number 25, Season 2, Round number 7. It's the Canadian Grand Prix. We qualified a good P5 minutes on our qualifying coverage continues, but first of all, if you remember back to the last episode, we upgraded a few parts. Now it's time to find out from Chris how the R&D found performance and mind.
How are you today? The improved package has arrived. We're having it fitted in time for FP1. Have a look at the factory report.
So it is here, only it has arrived finally after being the failed part from Monaco. Should be some more fuel consumption. We've got a sponsor bonus as well, so that is good for us, which means we can get on to spending those extra resource points at the end of the episode, possibly on a downforce upgrade. But anyway, focusing back to Canada, let's have a look at the race strategy. It's a two-stop going from ultras to super softs. Now we've got to bear in mind that obviously Kimi Raikkonen, of course, will be coming through the field, whether he'll be doing a one-stop or not. To be honest, for once, a two-stop is going to be good for me. Let's get stopped, but see there, trying to get the super soft tyre out early actually cost an extra couple tenths, so actually to get the ultras supers early on while the fuel oil is and then go flat on supers, so that's strategy for today. Let's get ready for 5 red lights for the Canadian Grand Prix. 3, 2, 1, go! And it is once again a mediocre start, and getting better ahead of Ocon. We're going to try and go to the side of Perez. We're going to go back the outside into turn 2. It's going to go to turn 3, and we're going to have the racing line. There's a bit of tyre banging as well. We leave him slightly, he gives the space on the edge. Next up is Sebastian Vettel, who's actually looking a bit slowly there. Going to go down the inside of Sebastian Vettel up turn 5. Going to give the 4-time world champion some room as we go up into this middle section. Paris is now going. There's some more time going into Paris. No, man, Vettel make contact and they're round. Wow, okay, so this has been a very controversial start here in Canada. Paris and Vettel rewinding a bit into one. We can't have a race, and now we're going to go looking down the inside, Lewis Hamilton into Wall of Champions. Not going to be, we're going to have our second fight of DRS, and we go onto that fight. We get down the inside to turn 1 here. We are going to try and make the move round, stick round into turn 2. Is he going to give us the racing line? He is not. I think he eventually wheels into turn 3. So I'm not sure there's a problem for Hamilton. Whether it's basically just hasn't with it the past few races. Just right to stretch his lead at the top of the championship. Bottas, of course, leads, moving to lap 10 now. And we have been rear-ended by Lewis Hamilton. So breaking into the pit stop, we get a warning. Let's get a replay of this. So he slows and then he just accelerates. What are you doing? What are you doing? Why do you need to accelerate? I mean, it's cost you a front wing, it hasn't cost me really anything. I mean, I might have got a bunch of 500 yards from my pit was stop. Hamilton hasn't changed his front wing either, so he's going to front wing jump and right. Now, the good news is about this is he come out on turn 2, so that means I get to jump on my teammate. My side 2 filters right. It's actually we're going to try and get to actually already made the move, but it's good to have him. Moving to lap 15, we are catching Bottas, who's been held by the race leader, which is Esteban Ocon. He's forced Ocon on his first race last season. more interesting is right as he's doing a one-stop on his soft lines, he's 9 seconds back. So I'm not going to actually catch up to him on lap 16 now, and this is a local hero like Stroll. It's not going to be his day, not Canada's day on my part. He is going slightly with, I presume, his puncher. It's up left, which is fucking around behind a washing machine. So much action really, and not really giving me a lot of time to talk about. Ocon's tyre is see virtual safety cars here. We presume Ocon, presume it's a Stroll, and we have to actually come to a big stop there. Just to go where virtual safety car eventually ends on lap 17. I don't have the chance to go to the pits, but I decided against it because it was just too soon to go to this super sauce. However, the team suggested lap 18 riding line and go to lap 21. Might come a bit earlier, but I'm going to wait and see based on Ocon's behind us there on super sauce. And this is still last straw. He hasn't actually made it out there yet. The team were actually coming around to lap again, so. Oh, there's Bottas in spun round. He must have made contact with Stroll. There he is. Well, that is us, and we take the lead at the Canadian Grand Prix. Fortunately, I couldn't find a replay of that. Fortunately, no. I can confirm Bottas did hit Stroll. Bottas retired. Boom to lap 21. It is time to come in. Ocon will take the lead of this race again. I think Hamilton actually. I don't know who was leading. I don't think it was Ocon was behind us. So we didn't overtake him on track, so I don't think it was Ocon out in front of him. Anyway, Frenchman is doing a good job. I have to see it again. And Hamilton I think as well behind us, as is Verstappen, as is Hulk. So those three are very close, but they're just behind us really. But they've actually started to catch up with us in that Max's times. It's Hamilton actually comes out on top here. So Hamilton's going to be on P4 I think. And lap 23 here. Here is the big crucial change. Esteban Ocon, the race leader, not for long, much longer. So here comes Kimi Raikkonen. And he's just booked himself a nice 3-day weekend. I guess you can picture it. Actually takes us some time to run. That's how much speed that would save our engine has. But Ocon eventually overboard super soft. He's been on for a while. I think actually the very early stop stretched things so long. I don't know what happened. I'm going to go down the inside into the chicane. Challenge now. Force on that. Simply up to P2. Whether we can notice right now, our super soft start going move to lap 32. We have to set that pass as well. Sounds out to the back end. Obviously, there seems to be some yellow flags on the other side of the track. To come back to turn 3. And I think this is Marcus Harris. It's like some green flags. Okay, so let's see what happens here. Oh, and there is a part McLaren, just as you saw in the final frame. Here's Felipe Massa, and there is Stoffel Van Hoorn. I think he just pulls off to the side of this replay from Massa, see if it's mechanical or engine. It's mechanical. Interesting. Well, McLaren, so usual bit, but coming on to the last lap here, not really much else happening. Going back to Pascal Berman, this is a lot faster than he's really on his Sunday driving, so I think the lots that he drives in that Sauber on this day. Yes, I'll take P2, could have been more if we had gone on to Super Sauce, and not Super Sauce, but I'm not sure we have the tyre wear to pick that. P2, I'll take that. Another podium, once again, to add to the championship. So yes, P2 there. Lewis Hamilton, well, he managed to get back to third after ramming us into the pit lane. Ocon did well to get fourth as well. But Raikkonen started P9 up to P1. Fantastic win for him, showing that he has the pace in this career mode, even if he doesn't have it in real life. Carlos also getting a point there. He was running well as well. Vettel only managed P8, so after his half is spinning in the wall, Perez came back to P6, and Bottas and Van Dorn. Stroll was 2 laps down, but he was 2 laps down on everyone. That collision with Hamilton. Hamilton got a collision with us, so 50-50, but let me know down in the comments who you thought was wrong for that. In terms of the drivers, we retain P4, only 7 points behind Valtteri Bottas after his crash. Vettel is some 30 points behind or so, and Carlos has only got 9 to us 84, and we got more points than Danny Rick and Max Verstappen put together. So yes, 84, my 84 points, and yes, right. R&D points. Let's see how much we're going to get. We're going to have 15 add the bonus first driver bonus, which we've had for a long time now. 1531. In terms of the rivalry against Perez, we were faster and every bit of pace, only slightly faster. Look at that big chunk of team approval from Red Bull. Force India and happy, Renault was happy as well. So it's Williams, Red Bull, and McLaren are still out front. But those three and Sauber start to climb as well. Pretty much their car is. Well, we'll see how their car is, because if you missed that episode on our real life career mode team, oh good, it's his bloke again. What are you doing here? Let's find out.
I love this sport. I love being here in the thick of it. I love the smell of oil and burnt rubber. And that's why I want to be down on the track next time you're sitting in one of my cars. So, I've got 2 events on the table right now that'd be perfect. But which is more interesting to you? That's the question. From my point of view, there's really no difference to speak of. So it's entirely your call.
Well, a nice idea for 2018 would be if he was to actually see a cutscene of us cheering us on at these classic events, but I don't really show the classic events because nobody's interested in them. If you want me to show you some classic events, let me know down in the comments. But yes, that has been pretty much it for this episode of Career Mode. Let's go and have a look at the R&D first, though, before we move to. Well, there'll be an invitation which I'll just flash out of. Parts. Now, at some point, if we don't get enough of them, we've got to start worrying about parts we're using, because we're using them up too much at this stage. We might start having to use some of the other parts in practice. Parts number 2, because they're getting that war. Funny enough, I've looked at the wear percentages, and actually, in fact, if you have a set for qualifying, we're going to do some MGH wear, which was slowing down as well. We're also going to do some aero, so changes. We're going to develop, or are we going to go for 4 and well, will I decide? No, it's going to be some aero front wing to catch us up, because we are dreadfully low on that. But yes, I need to consider those reliability. Hopefully we get another offer, and hopefully, I'm not sure about if the reliability will be reset. But those 2 parts should be coming in Azerbaijan, but provisionally if they don't fail. Yes, that has been it for today's episode. If you enjoyed, leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new to see more weekly Formula 1 videos, really career mode videos. I've got a couple more coming this week as well, in between some other content such as Destiny 2 and Need for Speed Payback's coming back as well later this week, and Final Fantasy F1 as well. Partway through editing that, so it takes weeks, so it might be into next week before we see that on the channel. Hopefully not, but we'll have to wait and see. That's been it. And let me know what you thought down in the comments below, and I'll see you next time. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your day, and goodbye.